Okay, I'm not sure what to pick here. Cool techs available. And cool cards available. Yuna is the correct play. But I think I could have a lot of fun on Rhombur. So that's what I'm going to do. Then again, we are against a Baron and a Tessia, so odds of winning don't seem good. But there's a few things that make me think Rhombur would be good here. First is Ix-Guild Compact. Second is Detonation Devices. Third is Artillery and Mimic Orders. So we're very well set up for that. In fact, we could even probably get Mimic Orders first action. Although I don't know that it would be advisable. We could get a second action as well. No faction. So if he takes smuggling, then we're just kind of probably just going to take Mimic Orders. 6 Persuasion is good. Means we could probably get like Ix-Guild and Gene Manipulation. Kind of a bad combat. Okay, Ilbon leaves me smuggling. So I think I ought to do that. This. Negotiator. Sucks to see Baron get fold space, but they could not do anything about that. Tessia takes Hardy Warriors away from him. What you doing? Are you wealth mentatting? No, he takes my space. Ugh. Tech negotiation. What are we doing? Come on. Go mentat. Go mentat. You didn't go wealth so you could go tech negotiation going first? It doesn't make any sense. There's not like a killer card here. You're not going to get artillery. Who cares if Rhombur gets Mimic Orders? No, he's doing it. For some reason. I guess we're just gonna take one. That kind of sucks, though. I'm gonna put one troop in because I knew Baron had access to cities. Need your double faction, though. As did Tessia. Joy. Love seeing those guys draw as much faction as possible. Okay, yeah, what did you need 5 persuasion for, man? You didn't even pick up the artillery. What are we doing here? Grab the compact. Unfortunately, I risk giving them landing rights. 3 cards probably has 4 persuasion in it. Especially with Seek Allies in the trash for both of them. No, 3 persuasion. I do not understand what Ilban was doing there. Did he have no other access? But no, I mean, you'd still rather get the Mentat. I have no idea what his... I guess, I don't know. Maybe he needed the Solari. That's what I can think of. A lot of BG stuff going on, too. Ilban just double blocked us, because he blocked us from wealth, and he blocked us from tech negotiation. It's like, oh my god, dude. So... I think we want to block Baron, but Baron can just get there with Hardy Warriors anyway. So... I don't know. Take the money, I guess. I'd like to place in this combat for Swordmaster next round. Whole thing is awkward. Well, Baron doesn't have faction at least. I guess Testia doesn't either. That's the bright side about all this. I wonder if we would consider Mentatting here. I don't know what good it does me besides stalling. We still have to play our Seek Allies, right? So... You cannot afford Mimic Orders. Get out of here. Oh, well, that's annoying. That's really annoying. I didn't think about that. Very creative on his part. Chimerki comes out. We forfeit a good card buy by going to Fremen. We went to Still Suits. We could still put 2 troops in and probably be okay. Ilban will go ahead of us. If I win, a visit to Arakin gives me my 8th Solari next round, and I'm fine. So, any participation in this is enough Solari. There's a lot of BG showing up. Kind of makes me wish I'd picked Paul or Ilban. I would not be trying to go for third when Ilbon has 2 actions remaining. I think I do want the recruiter here. The dagger is valuable when artillery is on the board. And also, if detonation devices is something I end up doing, I want the recruiter for that as well. Our garrison is nearly empty, so appreciate any way to fix that. Two daggers is not enough, my man. You might have a card, though, but... it's a different story. Actually, he'll get Swordmaster before me, because he's gonna have 4 Solari, and I'm gonna have 0 Solari from the combat. Unless... no. Yeah, he's gonna have Swordmaster before me. Very annoying. Maybe I should have tried for second. Maybe Baron will go for first here. At least Tessie gets denied. That's the bright side of all this, right? No X Guild. Annoying. No ring either. All just generic stuff. Takes smuggling. I guess I go to Arakeen. Because if he genuinely doesn't have green, which I think he probably does, but if he doesn't, you know, at least we have a shot at something there. And we'll force him to have it, although he only has 1 action left anyway. But if he has ring, he could ring to Mentat and then go to Swordmaster, which he can't do now. We got all of our cards we want to play in the same hand. A little annoying. Oban has 3 cards in hand and 7 in deck, so it's quite possible he doesn't have any green. He picked up Guild Admin, which is non-green, and also DG Initiate, who is green. Yeah, he's got it. So annoying. Well, we're either playing our diplomacy or we're getting a dreadnought. One of the two, right? Still suits is always good. What does dreadnought get us here? We have 3 spice, so detonation devices. Can't use the dreadnought immediately. Let's just do this. We don't want to risk giving Swordmaster to Tessia next round. And we don't want them going to still suits. There's a lot of reasons to go to still suits. He's going to take the landing rights, unfortunately. Exchange Engineer is not terrible for Rhombur, honestly. Ilbon's gonna go to Carthag most likely and block us. We'll still get an entry card though. He does not take it. Legion is very good here, given that we think that our win condition probably has something to do with detonation devices. It's better than the Exchange Engineer for sure. Ooh. So much Bene Gesserit. We knew this was going to happen. It's fine. Second place is good enough. He took the Legion from him. I would have gone landing rights, but it's his right to get the 2 persuasion card if he wants it. He's got 4 cards. Somebody ought to steal those. I'm not going to be able to. But somebody should. Nobody really wants that engineer, so I should be able to get that, actually. Refocus is not very good, but it could be worse. Could be a good combat to use detonation devices on. So it's nobody's going to prioritize it all that highly. Things are not going that well so far, though. I guess on the bright side, I'm getting my Swordmaster, but round 4 is not that fast. I think I just want to buy the detonation devices with my ring. Just get it out of the way, you know? Goodbye, Chimerky. Oh, clever. We've got a lot of Solari now. They're giving me a lot. I don't think anyone else is really looking for detonation devices at the moment. So we could just pick up the artillery instead. Which is under higher demand. Yeah, I think so. And that's really good with the engineer because it's a one spice tech. It's like costing me nothing. Now I could actually go to Dreadnought because he's giving me so much Solari. I could go Dagger to Dreadnought if Ixguild doesn't work out, if nobody goes to Fold Space. And at this point they're all at 2, so they may not want to do that. Might actually work out better. Can't let her get directorship, although she may already have it. So I can get the Dread from Ixguild. Dump these two. Or I could reshuffle. Or I could just buy the Deado straight out. Having a Fold Space would be really nice. Problem is, if I only have a Arrakis Recruiter, there's a chance that one of these two takes Carthag. I think that uncertainty means we go buy the Dreadnought already. Could get Disposal, but Deado is clearly better. And then, you know, if they do take Carthag, I can go to either Imperial Basin or Fold Space and react to what they do. Artillery plus Deado is good to have for sure. Like we're basing our strategy this game around combat. Wouldn't mind limping that Dreadnought in just for a free couple Solari either. This has a good reveal effect, so I prefer to play the Recruiter. Although the Basin's actually the best space available. Yeah, that's frustrating. Really frustrating. Tessie's already powerful enough. We really don't need her getting that kind of gas. Basin didn't last. Goes Carthag or the Dreadnought, right? The 2 Spice from Ixguild Compact is useful. I think that's an argument for playing the Recruiter instead. We also get Solari out of the whole deal. We can jump ahead of Tessia, but I just don't really need 4 Solari. This is not terrible. Tessia is on the verge of 2 different alliances and another point from BG. It's not going to take much for her to win, especially with a high council seat. I think we're just kind of screwed. But I have seen players who pick this card up flame out a lot, so it is possible. Oh, she's got a Mimic Orders. Oh, we're screwed. Oh, we're screwed. Yeah, Tessia is just such a blah hero, or leader, or whatever. Ilbon, if I were you, I would probably go pick up the Holtzman engine. That works too. The good news is Tessia doesn't have Swordmaster, but that's not much. The other good news is that she only has 1 faction access card in her deck. She'll draw it very consistently, I'm sure. Should be able to get Dedo on this combat no problem. Our garrison is so much bigger than everyone else's, and our dreadnoughts are worth more. We could use Dispatch on Sadakar Legion, which is kind of a fun little idea, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense. Haga Basin is pretty good. Yeah, let's just take Haga Basin. Keep it simple, stupid. I don't like that he let Tessia have Swordmaster. That's really gonna bother me. You could have stopped her from having that. Nobody else had 2 water. Nobody was taking this from you. Holtzman. Refill our garrison for future endeavors. Take Mentat away from Ilbon, although we shouldn't really be playing to stop Ilbon at this point in any capacity anyway. Okay. Yeah, that stops Dedo devices. I have artillery, though. This is revealing for 4. He's got to put in all his troops to tie me. You have 18 Solari, bro. Why did you not get your Swordmaster? Like, what is this? Holtzman High Council for Ilbon. Very competent play. I think we want to refocus here. Okay. Let's go ahead and dispatch an envoy. An extra 2 daggers. Let's not forget our negotiators either. Next round we're gonna have diplomacy and signet ring. We have X Guild. We could use it to pick up another dreadnought, but that would cost us the engineer. You know, we really don't need the engineer till the very end, and we're the only one that has 2 techs. Playing recruiter makes more sense. Recruiter to Arakeen gets us back up to 5. Gives me some money. Lets me win the combat. Good lord, Tessia. Embedded Agent's a really good card. Yep. First of many, I presume. Revealing 4, so this is enough to win it. Let's just be safe and put another one in. We don't have to do that. Like, yeah, we don't have to do that. He has no reveal left, so this is enough to win it. Let's do that. Engineer. If you have a combat card, it's a little bit of a different story, but no such luck. Excellent. We're still in last place, but no. Factions will come when they come. $20 Solari. Baron, you might have a problem. Weirdly enough, I think our first action kind of has to be Dreadnought. We need to get another one online. Okay. Let's get a free Chimarchy. Okay. That's telling me I also want film, to be honest. I don't know that I can get to Spice Must Flow, though. Let's keep it away from them. Traps. Ordnance is pretty good. And 2 guys have access to it. Tell you what, Baron, you're never going to have trouble buying intrigue cards ever again. That much I can tell you for sure. But why go Swordmaster when no one else could possibly take Swordmaster from you, and doing so lets Tessia have Interstellar? Like, oh my god, dude. The Baron is, yeah, he's piloting the character so badly that it's giving the game to Tessia. I would have liked to have had that. Wind traps, interesting. Go ahead and pay ourselves and also draw into more cards. And also try to win the combat. A lot of advantages of playing that. We're full on combat, that's for sure. 1 combat point, 1 Deado point already. Probably want to go to Wealth if we can. Might be worth keeping the dagger in hand just for the reveal. Wealth, and then use this to get another point. Charisma actually helps out a ton. But I still don't think we can get Spice Must Flow this round. We would basically need... to be able to get to to selective breeding. We have no yellow. Rakkus Recruiter, to its credit, is doing quite well with what we're trying to do in this game. We have to tech negotiation just because every other space will end up not being able to use all our agents otherwise. Okay, well, yeah, we're just not able to use all our agents. Sucks. Wealth, I think, is the play. Secrets is something, but Solari itself is valuable. We're gonna probably lose a Dreadnought in this combat, so yeah, makes sense. We'll reveal for a point for Mixing Engineer next round. Unless he's got some intrigue card gas, he's not going to be able to beat me with that. Yeah, that's very frustrating. At least she doesn't have corner of the market. Ambassador could eventually help me get a point. Gunthopter works better with our general strategy, though. Rakkus Liaison has some potential merit for helping us get a Spice Must Flow. Charisma we probably should not use for Gurney. Yeah. Sucks to reveal early like that. You are Baron. I'm sure you have something up your sleeve. Frankly, I don't mind losing. Second place gives me access to Research Station. And keeping the Dreadnought for next combat would not be bad. Let's see what you got. 5 daggers. That shouldn't be a problem for you. 6 to win, though. You don't want to play your daggers in round 6 if you're not winning. No, he doesn't have them. Okay, I'll go to 7. 8 with Ixion. Gotta find another point. One's on Been a Gesserit. Hopefully we have enough persuasion, but this hand doesn't have any, so yeah. It's gonna be tight. Tessia is 2 bumps away from 2 points. more troops than anybody else does. But Baron has spice for Highliner. Yeah, 3 persuasion's not going to do it. This engineer's a dead card, even though it does give me a point. It just doesn't do anything. Convincing in deck. If I draw that convincing somehow, I'm last though. It's just Highliner money. I don't have any alliances he can steal. So our Legion definitely helps. Although I already have enough Emperor at this point. I can't really get to Highliner for Ix Guild. Spaceport, maybe? Ordnance. Ordnance is scary. The only person that has enough resources to really get anything out of economic supremacy is Baron. He has no troops. Presumably he will have Highliner. Spaceport. Okay, so she's gonna get to 8. Okay. Might be worth getting rid of this corner of the market. These 2 cards synergize so well, but I guess I could set a card Legion to Wealth, take High Council. Still doesn't get me there. I don't really have any draw power. The only place that I can go that draws cards is Mentat, and he just took it. We're in a bind. Let's make Tessia sweat a little bit, at least. And hope the Baron doesn't go High Council. He does not. You know, if we can't get combat anyway, we might as well use Ix Guild to get a Dread, right? I guess that's the problem with High Council. I don't have any city access in this hand. I don't think Baron can win this round. Ugh. She's gonna get the agent to go off. Nasty. Ordnance. Yep. Although the agent only gave her 2 spice, that wasn't really that impressive. I think we have to plan around the game, go another round. We can't get High Council and also play Ix, but we just don't have enough cards in hand. How many? Ilbon's gonna get another spice most of this round. He's a concern. High Council puts us at 4 persuasion. I just don't know, man. It's like, who cares? I mean, if the game goes another round, we get a Spice Must Flow, but we're not getting 2. I get 2 spice from this place. Getting the full space is also good because we have like 2 different factions that we're 1 visit away from a point on, and we don't have any way to visit them, and we don't have shipping access. So I almost wonder if throwing away the engineer is somehow worth it here. I don't think so, but like maybe. Concern for sure. We already think he's getting to 8 this round. He doesn't have high council seat, so I think we're fine, but honestly he could easily get to 9. Tessie absolutely cannot win this. It looks like she's gonna get 2nd, and that's a point for her. God, that's gonna be game right there. Oh, she's already at 10. Yeah. Well, that's what you get for playing against Tessia. And Baron for playing so badly. Oh, God. Nothing really matters at this point. We know Baron doesn't have combat cards. Last place. I guess it's not true. We're ahead of Baron. For whatever that's worth. Unless he has some endgame point or something. Then we're not. Wonder if Hillbon has a way to win. Tessie has Mimic Quarter, so this is like Well, she doesn't have the Fremen yet. Ilbon gets to 10 on Holtzman and actually beats her on Tiebreaker. But she's going to get a point from the combat, so it's irrelevant, right? Maybe not. All I know is I'm not a part of this. I'm better off than the Baron, but that's about it. If the Baron wins the combat, then I won't even be better off than him. I like the tie, I guess. Keeps me out of last place. I think Ilbon just wins, though. Just didn't have the access to fight this round. Good game, Ilbon. I thought Tessia could not have lost.